not everybody has to like your music because you're an artist or you're whatever you put out. I never expected to be universally liked. And people have the right to criticize people in the public. I'm in the wrong game. If this far down the road, I wasn't aware of that. But that doesn't mean that anybody's going to intimidate me into not doing what I love. I don't care who it is.
Well, I'm hard to understand, and I can't work for the man. I earn my living playing one night shows on a long and winding road. I don't care about where it goes, but every now and again we come to Tennessee. Well, the memory, it stays with me. I went on before the committee. They put me up so late, the doggone joint was closed. But before they cut out the light on number 82 that night, a woman locking the door gave me good advice. If you need some money fast, hit the Tennessee quick cash. Now I know what you're about to say about their predatory ways, but brother, at least they let you know it right up front. 'Cause if you take that ride downtown where them rounders hang around, you'll find anything in the world but a fair deal. If you need some money fast, just hit the Tennessee quick cash. All right, shooter.
Being here with Leon tonight, I was thinking about, he and I were street corner guys. Both of us. He was still playing on street corners and, during the daytime and the early evening and then going into the open mics and the jams around Deep Ellum and around Fort Worth, West 7th and Magnolia neighborhood, places like that. Always trying to just move to a better spot. When I was out there as a transient, if I was playing on a street corner in front of a grocery store, I was looking for a better spot. Trying to make more money, looking for a way to improve my situation. When Leon got his deal, he, it felt like almost, not overnight, but I'd say over the course of 24 months or so, he was international. He was a real star. And, I was still totally obscure. But, I kept making records and, instead of the big corporate agent with a global program, I ended up on the regional circuit. And so I worked these clubs around Texas and Oklahoma. We would come through Oklahoma City 3-4 times a year. Same for Tulsa. And work all the rural areas. And the same thing around Texas. Work all the major markets 2, 3, 4 times a year. Play the country dance halls. Regional, festivals and city events. And I did so much of that. So now a lot of people that I knew for a long time I think maybe they're not as happy with where they're at, or maybe they're not where they think they'd like to be. And, you know, it's strange to see people kind of turn on you who know you got it out of the dirt. They know. They know that we were working while they were sleeping. They know it. And we never bragged about it. I never made anybody feel bad about it. And yet, some of those folks, they look at me now and, you know, I don't know, you know, they covet what they think we've got.
13 diamonds round my neck, 1 silver eagle on my chest. Been trying to find a wild ace, but I still ain't seen one yet. Lone Star is a man, one night riding for the brand. Greenback dollar in his hand. Lone Star makes a stand.
County Road 107, right up by the Oklahoma border. Woke up this morning in Fort Worth, in the Cowboy.
On this road forever, making something out of nothing. Got it out the river. Is that what it is? Crooner and the Cowboy.
Ethan Hawke told me not too far back, like he was reading my mind one night. He said, Charlie, the algorithm doesn't exist. It's not real. And the reason he told me that is, you know, some concerns I was having about, you know, the grapes of wrath, you know, the corporate machine and the data, you know, and it's just like the monsters devouring all of it. And, you know, you got to have these numbers, these streaming numbers and record sales and all that. And it's like I was saying earlier, it kind of bleeds into the same thing, but I think it's really important that now more than ever, there's so much disposable, throwaway content being made. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's all bad or anything like that, you know. I tend to think that I like to think that there's more great art being made than ever. But at the same time, there's more garbage being produced than ever, which can really make it hard for the real stuff to shine through. Which is why I think it was never more urgent to resist that, you know, resist the rising tide of conformity.
She danced in Silver City way back when, taking easy money off a good time men. The skyline shined like emeralds in her eye as she danced in Silver City late at night.
You know, I've had a lot of business people come through my life that part of the reason that the relationships were so difficult is because it's not like they were necessarily all evil, you know. So a lot of times they'd be taking on partners in the music business that simultaneously would be doing really great things for me while at the same time absolutely selling me out. Give you a good example. Somebody who is helping you maximize an album release cycle, who right in the middle of doing that with you is trying to convince you to sell your catalog out. Take a lump sum right now. That's really pennies on the dollar, right? But they're looking to get that 15% off the top. You know, I don't know. I guess I think of myself as a pragmatist, where I try to recognize the complexities in myself and other people when they got the good, the bad, and the ugly's happening. You know, and I thought about this guy that I was working with that did some good things for me, but also really was okay with selling me out on his way out. I tend to think of these folks, some of the ones I've dealt with, they liked me, but the only thing they had faith in was in their own cunning. And they were weary or uninterested or unwilling to look far enough down the road to think about how I could, you know, build up the body of work that comprises a catalog for, say, 25 years down the road. So I would think, oh, they like me. And it's not that they don't want to see me succeed. It's just a lot of people, especially when you're going your own way, if you have a vision, whatever it may be, a lot of people end up putting their energy into justifying the money that they're taking from you and can't see past that. So I spend a lot of time devoting my energy to defending, you know, my art.
Thank you.